Hey, you guys, don't forget to be part of the live open discussion every Wednesday at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time here on Gotta Love Them Movies. Natalie, you just said that you were not rushing, or rather, you will be rushing to go see Batman. But speaking of all things Russian, see the segue that I just created there? Black Widow! We've got a new trailer. We were not anticipating a new trailer because we kind of thought that this movie was going to be coming out next month. We kind of figured that, well, it was supposed to come out a year ago, first and foremost. And then, you know, with all the delays and blah, 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 we know it's coming out in theaters and on Disney Plus Premiere Access in June. Which, okay, all right, fine. They're going to push it back another month. All right, fine, whatever. But this trailer, the trailers for Black Widow, I have been so behind. I am all in. I know there's a lot of people out there that are saying, like, yeah, Black Widow's a really cool character and all, but do we need enough, like, I don't know. Do we want a standalone Black Widow movie? And as soon as I saw the first trailer, I was like, yep, I'm all in. This looks phenomenal. And the trailers just keep getting better and better and better and better and better. And this trailer is no exception. This delves into more of Natasha Romanoff's background, her family. That's the interesting stuff. That's what makes Marvel so interesting, you guys, is that they don't just tell great superhero stories of, oh, here's this villain, and oh, it's a really clever twist on this villain, and blah, 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 whatever, and now the hero must overcome, yada, 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 right? Yes, Taskmaster looks awesome, but we also get introduced to maybe a possible force behind Taskmaster, played by Ray Winston. So that's kind of interesting. His first debut in a Black Widow trailer. We get close-up looks at Black Widow's childhood, where she has the blue hair. I think that's interesting. I think that speaks volumes to why her hair keeps changing from film to film to film throughout the entire franchise. We get really good looks at, Florence Pugh. We get great looks at David Harbour. Rachel Weisz, or Rachel Weisz, however you choose to pronounce it, and their familial connection and dynamic. This just, it looks phenomenal. It looks fantastic. And yes, each trailer gets me more and more and more excited for this Black Widow movie. And Natalie, I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled. Whereas I wanted the feelings that this trailer gives me, those are the feelings that I wanted from Captain Marvel. I mean, I don't think it's unfair to say that strong female performances, especially strong female superheroes, we are in dire need of. I mean, we've got, in terms of standalone titles, maybe not characters, but standalone movie titles, we have Wonder Woman, we have now Black Widow, we have Captain Marvel, and maybe you can make an argument for WandaVision, for Wanda Maximoff. We need more. Representation matters, but also, like, these are the feelings that I wanted from Captain Marvel. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm glad that you mentioned that, because that is something that I was thinking about. It hit me in the middle of this trailer. Yes, first of all, I will say I loved it. I loved it. And I'm one of those people that gets irritated every time Marvel releases a trailer for a movie that's coming out, because I'm like, I don't want to see more of it. I don't this movie. Like, don't give it all away in the trailers. And then I had that thought when I was watching this trailer, and I was like, this is not showing me exactly what I was curious about. It's, are they going to treat the story of Black Widow as just as important as the action of Black Widow? So, I mean, the problem with, not to harp too hard on Captain Marvel, but you made a really excellent point. If you look at the trailer for Captain Marvel and you look at this recent trailer for Black Widow, what they tried to kind of push was Captain Marvel being powerful. Like, here is a powerful hero, right? What they're pushing here with Black Widow is, here is a family drama. And here is a set of instances with a family dynamic. And it just so happens to be a superhero movie. And I love that, because I feel like that's powerful storytelling. That's kind of where superhero movies need to evolve to, is because, no, it's not just, oh, look at this power, like, you know, I can throw a tank. It's more like, I loved the scene. I loved as much these sound bites with Rachel Weisz's character arguing with Scarlett Johansson's character and, you know, her sister character. You know, like, I didn't have a choice. There was nothing I can do. And that is a very, you know, maternal family argument right there. And then later on, there's that wonderful scene where Black Widow tells her sister, like, put your seatbelt on. And she's like, you're such a mom. And that is such a sibling, sisterly thing to do. So I'm 100% ready for an action that isn't just about, oh, it's a woman. It is an actual, like, vulnerable story that happens to be a superhero movie.
Well, that describes so succinctly the difference between Wonder Woman and Wonder Woman 1984. You have a strong character who's vulnerable, and you get into the minutia of what it's like for this person to go on this journey, and then you go to Wonder Woman 1984, and it's just a strong character saving the day. Essentially, yeah. I mean, you break it down. There's more to it, but it was less personal struggle. It was less interesting. And while, yes, an argument could be made for Captain Marvel saying that, like, well, she didn't know who she was. Like, I keep going back to the point of, like, how do you know who your character is when they don't even know who they are? You know, how can you go through this personal struggle and make, like, this incredible story out of something that there's no substance established for? We have no jumping off point. And, you know, we've had how many, almost 10 years now with Black Widow. When did Iron Man 2 come out?
2010.
2010?
2010, yeah.
So there you go. We have 11 years with this character worth of storytelling. We know who she is. She knows who she is. And then we can just plug her into, like, a James Bond, Mission Impossible kind of scenario, spy, thriller, whatever. With this family dynamic, everything screams to me, yes, awesome, I'm in, shut up and take my money.
This is what we signed up for. And also you know, to the point about character development and story arcs, Captain Marvel not knowing who she was and then knowing who she was pretty much the exact same character. At the beginning of the movie, she was a tough, snarky badass. And at the end of the movie, she was a tough, snarky badass that knew she was a fighter pilot. So, like, there's no difference. So, I'm so excited to see this other side of Scarlett Johansson's character. I think in the last few years, it's become more evident that she is a phenomenal actress, and she has not been well used. I mean, if you guys saw Jojo Rabbit, she was incredible.
So
and she has not been well used in by Marvel, and I'm ready.
There is an ant crawling across my computer right now.
You guys, is that your other guest on the show?
You guys, Ant-Man just showed up.
Oh my gosh.
Hold on, let me see if I can.
There's the cameo
appearance. Come on, mister. Come here. I don't know what your gender is, but...
Mike, I think that from now on, you ought to just do this show as an ASMR thing with Minerva purring her reviews and the ant also crawling on the microphone with his reviews. And that's going to be the show. All of it.
How did an ant show up on my desk? This is crazy. Anyway, I'm sorry. Like, I'm so distracted by this ant right now. We need to move on with the show. Anyway, what were your thoughts of Ant-Man showing up on my desk? Also, what
What a twist!
What a twist! I wanted to show it to you guys, but no, seriously, what were your thoughts of the new Black Widow trailer? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Are you somewhere in between? Jump on down to the comment section below and let us know.